Hello shape enthusiasts, and welcome back to another episode of our 1000% difficulty hard mode series. We have set everything to 1000%, including platform cost, copy and paste cost, and volume requirement of shapes. So we are currently progressing quite slowly through it. As you can see, milestone 6 is slowly ticking away. We are delivering that by train. We did set that up last episode. But finally, we do have trains unlocked, so that is definitely going to ramp everything up a little bit now. We can see that our trains currently aren't keeping up with the delivery because the track is so damn long and our train speed is extremely slow. We don't have the research points to upgrade all the stuff that we want. Maybe we should give one train speed, or tempting. Oh, look at that train capacity. Let's give a 1 train speed. I think we can afford 1 train speed. But yes, we are waiting for all our tasks to complete. Our blueprint points is also a bottleneck at the moment, and stopping us from expanding factories to the scale that we want to expand them at, as putting down any sort of blueprint costs a hell of a lot of money. For example, if I want to put down my Mark III stacker, that's 50k blueprint points. So you can imagine I'm quite limited by what factories I can build, but that's fine. You can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey. There's no rush, guys. We'll just slowly do what the game allows us to do. And I think while we're waiting for all this stuff to start, maybe I will gut my milestone this factory. We'll copy over, oh, there's going to be a lot. Wait, let me see how much it costs to copy this. 87k. I think we can afford that. So we'll take this and we will build it up there somewhere. So basically, let me just have a quick look at this. This is in, this is out. We will build this back over there and route over the output via train, so we don't have two massive belts happening over here. So if we just cut some space over here and we paste that in, that should work exactly the same. We can take our train from any other milestone area. We can copy the design, something like this, and we can go back to our milestone 5. Then we can just add that in to the end over here. We haven't drawn the track that goes cardinally in this eastward direction, but we can do that now while we're waiting. So that can just deliver into the middle platform and we can get that all deleted. Let's figure out how to draw a, should we do a north-south or an east-west train? Yeah, it looks like this slot is kind of free at the moment. So let's just draw in a track like this. So we'll just zoom out a bit, make sure we got it on the right tile, like here. And then we'll just go out all the way a little bit, and then we'll draw a huge track all the way back to base, ensuring that it does things do cross it properly. Don't want my train jumping. Stop jumping, please. Hey, that actually auto did the train jump. That's amazing. But I'd rather my rails jump. My belts jump, because they will disappear very shortly. We got some operator points to claim. Excellent, much needed research points. As we play this game, it will definitely ramp up faster and faster, so no need to worry, guys. But we do need this. Now that was pointing upwards. I kind of need this to do a flip. Just ensure that this is still producing the correct shape that I want, and I believe it is. So that is all good. We burnt a lot of points doing this, but we cleaned up that giant rail, which is something we've been meaning to do. These are milestone shapes, so they need to be continuously producing for all eternity. So let's get rid of that and let's head home. So back at home, currently it's being offloaded here. We don't need this anymore. We can get rid of these. We can get rid of this, and these. This is still coming through. We still need this shape to sort of complete itself. It's almost done. I believe there's one more step in this task. And this step is just so annoying, so very annoying. We should go prep for this step, because if you look at what the difference between this shape to the next iteration of this shape, notice the tile order. If the shape is going to be exactly the same, it's going to go blue, green, blue, right? And then the shape stays exactly the same, I believe, except that the color order reverses. Now it goes blue, green, blue, and then it goes green, blue, green. Oh god. So we're going to reroute some of the colors and where the painting occurs. It's all going to be super annoying. But hard mode, this is hard mode, right? The game is designed to be super annoying, so let's not complain about that. What we should do is flip this over here and see where we can put that. Our blueprint factory is currently in the way, but that is fine. How many tiles out is this normally? Like that. All right, let me get rid of all of that and we'll paste that in like here. 1, 2, no, one more tile up. We'll put that back in. We'll make sure we reroute our blueprint belt back in to here. Then I think it was the middle belt that I'm using, right? So let's get that middle belt routed in, and I think only this side works at the moment. I don't want to keep doing stuff with my input at the moment because it is not currently, well, we don't have all the vortex input, so the layout of this is going to change, and I don't know how it's going to change because based on whether we get the launcher first or if we need our upgrade points for other stuff, I don't know, guys, I don't know. But for now, let's just fix the stuff we can fix. So if we go back to our milestone shape, we'll notice that everything for, not this one, but everything for milestone 5 is currently working in tier 2 because I only had 2 levels at the time I built this, so it's time to get this up to tier 3. I'm going to manually change the bits I can change manually to conserve some blueprint points. So for this, I'm just going to manually copy it up to 1 level instead of redoing it because that costs, you know, barely any blueprint points. But if I were to slap down, if I were to like destroy this and just slap down a new Mark 3 painter, that would be 80k points. So that's super dumb. But we got to make sure all this is working on 3 levels. What is this thing? This thing is a 1 to 2 split up. So we do need to get that up 1 level as well. I believe my inputs are already working at 3 levels, but they were cut. So we got to be careful about that. So what if, oh no, I will just do it manually, you know, like make sure everything comes out at 3 levels. So we can't afford to copy and paste 1 tile now. Even 1 tile is 10, but we can afford 10. Oh wait, that's not right. Sorry. Make sure it is coming up to 3 levels. We'll come back and test this in a bit anyway. That's fine. So we'll copy that over. So now that should give me this star input in 3 levels, which should give me that in 3 levels. This needs to go to 3 levels. So we'll just quickly go and do that. But we're waiting for stuff anyway, so there's no rush. We can slowly just, you know, beautify our factory, upgrade where upgrades are required. Look how far this trek is, but it's fine. Once it saturates, it'll be fine. These all need to work on 3 levels. So let me get a pipe out. Let me just check. If I slap down just the part of the blueprint that I need, will that charge me the full blueprint cost? If I do that, that's still 6,000. Will it charge me 6,000? I'm on 280k. Will it go to 274k? Let's see. 279k. So it only charges me for the bit I'm using. Oh, thank God. All right, so it's actually clever. So I can just do like this and just slap that down. Like that, and it doesn't charge me for the full blueprint. I was afraid it might charge me for the full blueprint, so that's fine like that. Great, so that's all my fluids upgraded. Then the green shape comes in here with the red shape, and then this is a Mark II stacking array, which won't do. Let me do my painter first. Let's get the whole painter. We'll have to check back on this because we've done so much manual work, and whenever you do manual work, it's always high probability you're going to be making manual errors, and you know, you need to sort that out. So if we grab our Mark III stacker, unfortunately with the stacker, I can't modify this to get to Mark III from Mark II. So unfortunately, we will have to spend our blueprint points upgrading this. So we'll just do that like this. We've got to make sure the top is the top and the bottom. No, wait, this one doesn't matter. So that's done. That's taken up a lot of blueprint points, guys. But that's fine. I don't need my blueprint points for anything at the moment. Oh God, there's all these to do as well. All right, let me go and copy over my this little section. This might cost all my blueprint points upgrading this damn thing. Damn. I'm not exactly building this shape in the most efficient way possible using these half squares either. But I mean, to change it will also cost blueprint points. So well, what am I meant to do, guys? What am I meant to do? I don't know. I mean, ideally in this version of the game, we build things in the most efficient way possible the first time around so that we don't have to make these upgrades. But I feel like at the start of the game, I was limited a lot by the technology the game gave us, and whatever we did, even though it was inefficient back then, it must have made sense back then. I trust myself, right? So this is a stacker. It's stacking that and that to get that. So I need to, oh man, I am burning through blueprint points super quick, guys, super quick. All right, let's get that down at least. Oh, get out of my way. Let's get that down onto level 3. So that painter's now Mark 3. This needs to get to Mark 3, and then I'm going to have to manually drop another stacker. Damn. All these Mark 3 stackers are costing me, guys. These Mark 3 stackers are costing us. But this one, order doesn't matter, so we can just drop a stacker any old how. And we have no labels, guys, as well. Man, No labels at all. Where are my labels? They were here. But anyway, that doesn't matter. It's Mark 3 now. It goes over here, and then what happens? Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff over here happening. Alright, we'll do what we can until we run out of blueprint points. So how about that? And then maybe we'll go AFK for a bit while blueprint points reacquire themselves and this shape completes itself off. So that's that. Then this one is a painter, so we can go up one level, copy that. How much is this copy? 20k every single time, God. I think I can just barely afford this last stacker and then I'll be out of blueprint points. This is top and bottom, doesn't matter either. So that's fine. And then this stack order does matter, doesn't it? I think order does matter on this one, but I can't afford it anyway. So what's the top and what's the bottom? This side is the bottom and that side is going up. So we've got to make sure, okay, this is the last one I can afford. So let me just slap this one down. And that's the top and that is the bottom. Good. All right, so that's that done. That side is, I think, is all good. These are all the new Mark III blueprints. We just need to save a little bit more for this little final bit. Well, we can do this one maybe. That probably won't be super expensive, right? Yep, that's affordable. This one is probably affordable as well. So let's do this one. And this one should be okay as well. This is the last stack. So at the moment, it's definitely not affordable. But hopefully by some point it will be. These trains are still struggling. Let's just make sure it is delivering stuff. It has delivered something, right? Let me just double check the train. Yep, it looks like it is delivering a double load of shapes, but obviously our trains are slow. Everything is slow, guys. Unfortunately, we just have to wait. Slow, cargo is slow. Everything is slow. Everything is horrible at the moment. But we're getting there, guys. We are slowly progressing in the right direction, and that is definitely the important thing. So what I said I would do while waiting for stuff is prep this thing. This thing is my priority to get completed at the moment, because after I get rid of this thing, I can double up my blueprint costs. The reason I can't triple up my blueprint thingy here at the moment is simply because I don't have Mark III extraction available on these tiles, and they're being shared and used by like this other thing here and over here. I think they're both being used by this shape, which looks very similar to parts of our blueprint shape. So I really need this factory to go away before I can do anything. So why don't we prep ourselves to do that? Because when that shape completes, I need to do this shape, and that shape is basically the same shape but colored differently. Amazing, isn't it? So instead of the blue bottom, where is the blue bottom happening? The blue bottom is happening over here. Instead of that being blue, that's going to need to become green now. And that's the blue bottom layer. So we'll do one layer at a time so we don't confuse ourselves. We can't gut the blue bottom. We have to wait for it to finish itself. But what we can do is copy that part and go to the green area and just pull in a green belt, so it's all ready and all the fluids are pumped and stuff, because it's going to take ages for it to like travel to the places that I need it to travel to. So basically all the shapes stay the same. I just need to get rid of that and then put in the green. Similarly, on the next layer up, which is this arrow square with a circle arrow thing, well, it's a circle with a square, which makes it look like a, what is that, like a teardrop? Yeah, we'll call it a teardrop. So this teardrop shape is happening somewhere, I believe here. So the teardrop shape is currently coming out, and it's currently being colored blue, but green, but we need it to be colored blue. So we need another one of these on this side, like this, and we need to route that over to where that's being currently colored green. So that will change to blue. Now the final bit of the shape, I believe, is the top layer, which is this thing, and that's currently being colored blue. And that needs to be colored green. So where is the closest green? I believe it's probably this one over here. So we're going to get a green belt over here, and we're going to pipe that up over here somewhere. Can I jump that? Excellent. And I believe it's just getting it done right here. So as soon as this thing pops and is ready, and I probably can do it now, because I reckon there's probably like 10,000 shapes here on the belt. But maybe when it gets to like 15k, I'll switch it over, and hopefully I didn't miss the mark. But then yeah, hopefully that will complete off this thing and I can gut it, and then we can get our blueprint points moving a lot faster. And if that's the case, everything will go a lot faster and we'll be a lot happier. Let's see if there's anything else we can do in the meantime, guys. Let me just check back with our milestone 5 factory. All those changes should have saturated by now. So let's ensure that it has done all that. So we'll just check every step of the way. That does indeed look like it's extracting on 3 belts. This looks like it's extracting on 3 belts. Something is getting jammed somewhere. This thing looks like it's not painting on 3 belts because this green doesn't have 3 belts worth of paint. Ah, okay. Well, we haven't done the green paint yet. And this is why we always check our work, guys. So we'll grab some fluid thing and we'll bring that up to level 3. So we'll grab that. Now our Mark III painter will actually have some paint to work with and can output that on 3 levels. Let's just double check this side as well. Make sure everything's pumping out on 3 levels. It is. That is as well. And something is jammed though, because I don't see belts moving. And whenever I don't see belts moving, I get a little bit concerned. That is moving through at full pace. This over here is jammed, but it is on the 3rd level, which is a good sign. It's jammed over here. Why? This thing is fine. It's on 3 levels and it's going. I think it was just waiting for Shapez to do stuff. I don't know. Let's get this over here. Trace this belt back. That is going on 3 levels. That is jammed. It's probably jammed all because of the other stuff. So this is all happening on 3 levels. This shape is finally, the 3rd level is just arriving now. And then over here, it's probably jammed, right? Yeah, that thing's going to arrive on the 3rd level. We'll check back with it in a bit. But I believe because stuff was just not getting done over here as well, it's just a little bit still not fully working perfectly. Milestone 4. We make sure this is getting done properly because I haven't checked in on this thing for ages. Yeah, it's definitely getting done properly. I think it would benefit us because the trains are so slow at the moment. It would probably benefit us to just have a 2nd train because it costs us nothing. It costs us, oh man. Let me move these trains like this. It costs us nothing to have a 2nd train, right? Does it cost us anything to have a 2nd train? I don't believe so. And now we have double the trains. So anywhere I think where we see all this backed up, we should double the train capacity. Now it takes 1, it takes another 1, and then this one was going to take 1, and then it's going to take, this one's going to take 2 more. And that should increase the speed of that happening. Yep, that looks fine to me. Great, so 2 trains should satisfy that. Let's check in with milestone 6 is also being delivered by train, and it is fully backed up as well. So let's get that same treatment. So let's cut the train. And we'll double up the train speed. Yep, that should be fine. That'll pick up twice as much stuff now. We'll just double check that's still working. Hopefully that will get that delivered a little bit faster. And then we can start prepping ourselves for the next stage of this stuff as well. So we've prepped ourselves for the next stage of this. We've prepped ourselves for the next stage of this. And that looks like it's picking up everything nice and neatly, which is great. That's going to go. The other one is this thing. This thing is probably needing like 3 trains or something because it's, look how far away it is. And our trains are so damn slow at the moment. Yeah, this thing is definitely like fully backed up. So we should definitely maybe make like 3 trains on this rail. 1, 2, 3. Because it costs us nothing to do trains, right? It doesn't even cost, for some reason trains don't even cost blueprint points. I don't know if that's a glitch, but I'm copying and pasting and there's no blueprint point cost. So it just does not care about trains at all for some reason, but whatever, that works to our advantage. So I'm not going to complain. What should we do next, guys? What should we do next? So that one is fine. Let's do milestone 6's next shape. Let's get it prepared because this is going to tick over pretty soon. So if we go to our milestones, what is the next shape? So I need a red star and an uncolored this thing. I think this thing needs to be made, but the red star, I think maybe I need to find one near the area. So let's go back to this shape. Is there a red star that I can use nearby? If I extract it here and piece it together, I don't even need to paint it because there's already like 2 stars here. But cutting off the thing here is not going to be super easy. It's going to require a bespoke factory. Don't want to build a bespoke factory. What is the process to cut this thing? Let me just imagine that. We'd have to cut it twice. No, that's a double cut. We'd have to quarter it out and then, yeah, no. Annoying. I'd rather paint, I think. I don't know, what costs less blueprints, quartering it or painting? It's neither here nor there, right? I think they're going to end up costing the same amount. So Where is another star I can use? This is almost a star. Everything is almost a star. Is there a star in the vicinity of this thing? Do you guys see a star on my screen right now? I don't see a star, not a complete star anyway. I can train a star over from somewhere. Do I want to train a star over? Not really. There's a star here, but that's like a billion miles away from... Oh, there's a star here. Is that like a billion miles away? I guess I can pipe a red star across here. Like that. We're not going to do our Let's Play series thing of getting our... In our Let's Play, I made this rule where everything has to be created within a box. But I don't think I'm going to do that right now. I'm just like, I just want to get through this because everything is so hard. Like I don't have the blueprint cost to create a star out of a quarter out of here. That would be super expensive. Remember I had in my Let's Play, I have this thing here. It's like quarter to full or something, Mark 3. I forgot, there's no search bar. But I had this huge blueprint that can take a quarter of a shape and turn it into a full shape. Is it in a Mark 2? I don't know. Yeah. Either way, there was a blueprint I had. Maybe it's in the blueprint redesign series. No, Mark 3. Color mixer, fluid mixer. Yeah, I don't know where it is, but basically what it did was it took any quarter of a shape and then extracted it like 4 times, pieced it all back together and turned it back into a full shape, allowing me to build factories within a box, which was really pretty at the end. Maybe we'll do that at the end when we have infinite blueprint points. But right now, since I'm restricted on blueprint points, I'm just going to have to build stuff where it makes the most sense and belt things over long distances if I need to. Remember, belts will saturate over time, so it's not a huge issue. So we'll belt that over to the color and we will get the color out just via regular fluid extraction, and we will get these two to paint. This is still going to be expensive, guys, this painter. I don't really have that many blueprint points yet. That's 80k, that's like half. Oh man. But we got to get this ready, so let's get that ready. We need to belt this over to which side? But are both of my milestones being made here? How is my milestone 4 even working? Hold on. Let me just undo that. My milestone 4, I believe this is the red. Wait, this is milestone 4. I'm not looking for milestone. I'm looking for milestone 6. So yeah, milestone 6 is happening in 2 separate sections, right? Where does the red star part go? Let's go check out milestone. The red star part goes with the green part, which is over here. Damn, it's even further away than I thought, but that's fine. It is what it is. Things will be messy at first, but that's why we prep things in advance, right? Because it's going to take ages for this star to travel over here. Now I'm thinking, is there a better star like closer to here I can use? Do you guys see a star in this vicinity? I'm not seeing anything super close. Yeah, I feel like that's still the closest. There's one here, but is that closer? No, I don't think so. Let's just belt it over, whatever. Things are not going to be pretty right now, but once that red star comes over here, it's going to have to stack with this green. Is there some shenanigans this thing is doing later? I think there was some shenanigans with this shape, because once you get that shape, you have to like shuffle it like a deck because it's not directly stacking. So at some point, all of these shapes are going to have to like come together into one area. But we'll worry about that when the time comes. But now I just want to stack that on that. Unfortunately, while we have a virtual destacker in the wire section, we do not have a virtual destacker in, we don't have a physical destacker, so you can't stack it together and then unstack it. So you just have to, yeah, we just have to like rebelt all this later when we get to that part of the shape. But for now, we got red star. That'll take a while to get over. And then now we need to get the other part of the shape, which is this wacky shape. And let's see, that needs to go with this thing. So let's find one or piece one together. What is the best way to piece together that shape? Alright, well, I see a circle and a square here, so we can diagonal both and then piece that together and then bring it over here to milestone 6, I think is the best way. So let me just extract one and then I'll just copy it over to the other one. So if we just extract the shape, I believe I built a new blueprint in Mark 3 called diagonal something. Was it in Mark 2? Quarter cutter, diagonal. Maybe it's in my blueprint redesign series. Asymmetrical cutter, I remember I made that. Here we go, full to diagonal. It's a Mark 2 version, so I probably need to make a Mark 3 version of this. This thing is ugly as hell. Man, should we fix this blueprint? Do we have time to fix this blueprint? Yeah, we should probably fix this blueprint, hey? That looks horrendous. Do I have enough blueprint points? I don't even have enough blueprint points to fix this blueprint. Alright, screw it. It's just gonna be horrendous. Full to diagonal. So this makes 2 full belts of diagonal. I don't need 2 full belts of diagonal, but that's fine. You can just use one of these belts. But then that's going to give me the diagonal in a specific orientation. And then I need to just 90-degree rotate the other one. That's fine. So I copy this. How much does that cost? That costs 56k. That's pretty much all the rest of my thing, which means I can't afford stacking yet. But that's fine. Let's get it just together first. I believe we want it to sort of come together around here maybe. Piping shapes in takes ages anyway, so that's fine. One of these needs to rotate 90 degrees. I can afford that blueprint. 90 degrees, any rotation is fine. So that should be that shape. Let me just double check and not make a fool of myself. To get that shape, it is a diagonal circle with a diagonal square. And yeah, that should do that, right? Just double check. Yep, diagonal square comes through, it rotates, and is all happy. So then we need to stack, but we don't have any more blueprint points left. Oh, excellent. And then after we stack, we need to bring it over. So this is missing a stacker, but let's just imagine we have a stacker over here. And that needs to bring it over to get trained up over this side. Oh man. Like here. For now, the final factory is going to change forms anyway. So what do I care how I'm belting it right now, right? So that's all fine. This is all set up. That's all set up. This is all set up. This is all set up. So I'm basically just waiting for more blueprint points at the moment, waiting for stuff to complete. I don't believe there's anything else I can change. I can get this one ready. Let's get this one ready. That is not even, you'd think that that would be the final form of this shape, but no, this is just the second form of this shape. Oh man, hard mode's really throwing stuff at us, isn't it? From all directions. So this is just, the next version of this shape is just a red emerald on it. I mean, I say I can get it ready, but do I even have the blueprint points to get this thing ready? That thing's making this, and then that's getting stacked over here. So I need an emerald. Did I build this somewhere where there was an emerald that I can use in the immediate vicinity? Do you guys see a diagonal emerald? I think I needed a full emerald at some point, right? I feel like I built this around a full emerald maybe. Because what's the next step of that shape? Gotta think ahead, guys. So we got the diagonal emerald on, and then we need to put another full emerald on top of the diagonal emerald. Where are my emeralds? I need like tons of emerald here. Wasn't there one around here? I swear I'm just not looking at it. Yeah. Okay. There is a full emerald right here. And this is on Mark II, so I can probably afford to do Mark II. Alright. I don't think I can do this right now because I'm saving my blueprint points as priority for this milestone because I literally can't deliver this milestone without blueprint points right now. So I need, how much for my stacker? I need a few. I need quite a bit. Oh man, why did I do the upgrade on... Oh, why did I waste all my blueprint points doing the upgrade on my Mark II thing? And I'm not even getting the benefit of the Mark II thing. I've made a horrible mistake. Alright, well we're going to have to let all of this run for a bit because I'm short on blueprint points and there's nothing I can do. If you look at how many blueprint points I need for this, the entire process is going to need another stacker over here to stack this. And how much is my Mark II stacker? Oh wait, this is a Mark III as well. Oh man. How much is my Mark III stacker? My Mark III stacker costs 50k. Then I need another 50k here. And then I need another 50k here. So I need 150k. So I'm kind of stuck at the moment. We'll unlock that. Maybe we can like manually build the emerald while we're waiting. I don't know if that's a good idea. Do I want to manually build something or should I just wait? Oh man, I'm out of blueprint points, guys. This is super frustrating. But that's fine. You guys will see it immediately skip over when it's done. So it doesn't affect you guys. But for me, I think I'm going to have to AFK for like, I don't know how long it takes to get to maybe like 200k blueprint points. Probably like 15 minutes and I will be right back. Alright, we are back and I think we have just enough points now to build our milestone 6 next steps. So let's plop down our stackers. I think this one's order doesn't really matter. However, when we get over to the other side, it may matter. So over here, I think this shape that comes from here needs to be on the bottom. This is the red star, is it? I believe that's the red star, yes. So the red star needs to be on the bottom of this. So we'll get that over maybe like here somewhere. And again, I don't care about these belts because they're going to need to get changed anyway. So that's fine. We'll get that out. And we'll get that into a stacker. I don't have my labels. I wonder if it will show me my labels if I zoom in. No, it just shows it as red. Alright. Well. Let me have a quick look. Is that the bottom? This is the bottom, I believe. No, that's the top. It's all going up. And that's the bottom. Yeah. Cool. So that's the red star on the green thing. We do need to remember to hook it back up to this thing. Then we need to go over to this side and do the same little treatment. So the thing, whatever's coming out here is going to be on top. So it's the opposite this time, just to trick us. Why not? So we'll get that going. We'll put that here. And is that on top? Yeah, that's going on top. That's on the bottom. Great. And we'll hook that up and that should get that going. And luckily enough, wait, did I put all 3 stackers and I still have 43k points left? Excellent. That means I can maybe do some other stuff as well while I'm here. Let me just check that's working. So that shape is indeed coming out. The red stars. Why have the red stars not come out this entire time? Was there something something special I needed to do about the red stars? I got red stars. Have they literally just been traveling for like 20 minutes? Holy moly. Yeah, they've been traveling this entire time. Lucky I started it ages ago. But that's fine. We'll let that do its thing. I think I completed a task without doing anything to it. Was it this one? No, that's ready. It was this one. I clicked complete, but I haven't actually set it off to do the next shape, which is the red emerald. So I believe we should definitely do that one first. And oops, from home, that one is occurring right over here. And I set it up near an emerald, and this is all Mark II. So we're going to copy over the Mark II stuff so we don't have to do extra steps. But we'll take it out from here and here because I think I need, for now, I just need a diagonal emerald, which I believe I have a diagonal emerald here, a spare one over here. But eventually, wait, we don't need 2. Eventually, we're going to need a full emerald to be plopped on top again. But for now, let's just get the diagonal emerald out, and it needs to be colored red. Where was my red? Over here. Am I just using this patch of red the whole time? Okay, I guess I am. So let's bring another belt of diagonal emerald over here, and we'll get it to meet the red somewhere here. Then we will need another red. Now, why is this red happening on 3 levels? This is Mark II, right? Yeah, it's Mark II, but it's happening on 3 levels. I don't care about the 3rd level one. So I'm just going to delete it just because I don't want to confuse myself to think that I need everything at Mark III for this shape. Soon we'll build everything at Mark III, so everything completes a little bit faster. But for now, where we can save blueprint points, we will endeavor to save blueprint points. So we want that going up here and rotated in. We want that one rotated in, and then we can paint whatever comes out here using our painter. And I think we have just enough for a painter. No, we don't. The painter is super expensive. Wait, that's a Mark III painter. Maybe I have enough for a Mark II painter because I don't need a Mark III painter here. Oh, this Mark II, Mark III thing is super confusing. I can't wait till we generate enough blueprint points to just plop down Mark III everything everywhere. But once that happens, we need to make sure it's in the right orientation. So it needs to be diagonal this way. And at the moment, it is not diagonal that way. So this thing definitely needs to go through some sort of rotation, either here or here. We can just pop the rotator here. It needs just a 90-degree rotation in either direction. It doesn't really matter. And then once it's rotated, it can now be stacked on top of this shape, I believe, to get us the result. Obviously, I don't have enough for the stacker. Excellent. But we do have some operator levels to claim, so let's claim what we can. We have 17 research points now. What should we spend it on? Are we still saving for the vortex launcher? I believe we are. There's nothing in the meantime I can get that's cheap and will be helpful in any way, shape, or form. I'm going to leave these unlocked because there's nothing here I can build that that requires no blueprint points, and I don't have blueprint points, so what can I do? Well, sorry, this one we already had set up, so we can do this one. Sorry, let's go back to our blueprint point area. Then we can go and find where all this is happening. I had already set this up because all this has to do is change color. I'm not going to completely delete the old color belt for whatever reason I might need it, but yeah, that basically we're just swapping all these colors, right? So we had that set up to swap that color. We had this set up to swap this color, and hopefully that just does it. And that doesn't cost us any blueprint points. Yay, something we can actually get done. And then I did something over here too to swap the color over here. Yep, here we go. Perfect. So that'll change the color of everything, and once the color of everything changes, it should produce this final shape. This I can't deal with right now because I don't have blueprint points. I need enough blueprint points. I got 60k now. Does that mean I can get this shape going again while I was just doing that? So what does this thing need? It just needs a stacker. My Mark II stacker is, oh, I have just enough for the stacker. All right, awesome. Order matters, so sort of. That can't be on the bottom. That is on the bottom, so let's swap that around. That needs to be on top of whatever's coming out here. What is going on here? Stop that, stop that. Oh, space belts. They really need to make space belts work the same way as regular belts because they're super annoying at the moment. But yeah, that should be going on the top now, and that should be on the bottom. Let me just capture one of these shapes and see. Yeah, my Mark II stacker is also not perfectly efficient, but let's me see the shape, which looks awfully like the correct shape. Excellent. So I think that'll deliver the right shape now, and that's plugged back into base via belt. So we'll let it keep doing that. That's perfectly fine. We'll save our technology points. This task can keep flashing at me, but there's nothing I can do about you at the moment. Can we get, I don't want to invest the rest of my blueprint points, because as soon as this task completes, I'm going to need a ton of blueprint points to invest into getting more blueprint points. So I think I'm just going to go back to waiting. But before I go, we should double check that our milestone 6 is indeed creating correctly. I don't think anything has traveled the vast amounts of distances that they need to travel yet. So unfortunately, we are just waiting, but this shape is making its way across slowly. Oh, is this shape oriented in the right direction is the question. It doesn't matter because the underneath shape is homogeneous, and also it is oriented the right direction. Is this shape creating? It's going through the stacker and then it's getting stuck. Why? Or has the star literally just arrived now? That is awfully looking like the right star, but we got to make sure this is, well, when we do the final merge, we got to make sure this shape comes out in the correct orientation. Why is it not coming out in the correct orientation? That is the question. Weird. I guess I never oriented this shape properly. I just had it delivering. But that's fine. We can get that delivered. That will get started. The other one will get started. That's all good. Let's make sure this shape is going correctly. That I can't confirm whether that shape's going to be going correctly for a while now. So I think we will just leave this running for a bit again, and then we'll be back in maybe 30 minutes. Hey guys, we are back and we've got 200,000 blueprint points. So I think we can afford to deal with this crap now. So we can click off this shape and see what the final, oh, finally this shape is done. We just need to hook the green back up. So that's the two parts of the green. It needs to go in with a green emerald now. How do we do that? So that's using all 4 bits of the shape. We need the green emerald to be at the bottom right. At the moment it's at the top right, so we need to do a 90-degree clockwise rotation. We'll get a rotator and we'll get it rotating clockwise. That can come out. It needs to get painted green, so I need another green painting thing. Over here, we just give that a copy, paste that anywhere, use our fluid belt to hook that into the main line. Then we can peel off the main line and get it coming over here to paint the emerald, like maybe over here somewhere. And we need a belt to bring that over. Painters are expensive, so let's get that painting. We need one of these. That needs to be flipped, I believe. Yep. Get that in. That should get us the green emerald in the right corner. That needs to be stacked on top of this. So whatever was stacking here doesn't need to be stacking here anymore. That can be over here. And is that the bottom or the top? That is the top, I believe. So that needs to be the bottom. I don't want to rotate this because blueprint points, guys. Blueprint points. Let's get this routed around in a disgusting manner. And that can go into here. That should give us our fully stacked last corner of this shape. That fully stacked last corner of this shape can just neatly fit into the end where the emerald is being stacked. which is right here. I believe by putting that emerald fully stacked shape over here, that should complete our shape. Although, do I have enough space to do that? And it doesn't matter which way it stacks, so I can just copy the stacker over here. Nope, that's not enough room. Let's just get this wired backwards because I don't have enough room to do anything. We get that wired backwards. The result of this needs to come and stack with this. I don't care about this factory because I can't wait to rip it up. The stacking in this doesn't matter in which order, so we'll just get that wired back. It's been so long since I've built a factory that's been this much spaghetti. Get rid of this. And I hate it, but it is what it is. So hopefully that now creates us our correct final shape. I believe that will stack it correctly at some point when all this shape flows through. It's going to take a while. But yep, that should come out at some point, and that will get us that shape going. Our milestone 6 shapes have started off. This one is way ahead of this one, but that's fine. When that one completes, I guess we'll just pipe this one over to these shapes over to this shape to reorder the stacking. And that's going to be expensive as well, damn it. This shape is not being produced, so that is a bit of a concern. Hopefully it is just a belt latency issue, but we should check it out. We'll check it out from the top to the bottom. So I think it starts off over here. Let's make sure this is coming out green bottom layer, and the blue layer is not moving. That's a bit of a concern. Something is not happening properly. It's being stuck. Oh man, has this shape just been producing like not at maximum speed the entire time? That is excellent to know. So that's going all the way over here, and then it's getting stuck somewhere. This is still stuck. Why is it not stacking? That blue, the green is going, the blue is stuck on the bottom layer. Can someone see what's going on? The blue and thing is here. Then it's going up to the top layer to drop. Then it's going over the top layer here. Oh, don't tell me something weird is going on here. This is 2 layers. The top layer here is stuck. The top layer here is kinda stuck over here. Why? Is there something wrong with this thing? Why are none of the top layers here outputting anything? There's no bottom layer here. This thing is missing a layer. There's no bottom layer here because this thing's only producing on 1 layer. There's 2 layers here. The top layer of this is not producing anything because the top layer of this is not producing anything because both of these are outputting on the bottom layer. Ah, we've found it, guys. We've found the culprit. Are these all broken? Have this all been broken and producing at half speed the entire time? Oh man, oh man, oh man. I am an excellent engineer, and these things are very normal to happen, right? Silly. No wonder this shape's been taking freaking 40 years to produce, because this has been producing at half speed the entire time. Oh, because I copied it from here. But wait, does that mean my blueprint points have been producing at half speed the entire time? No, my blueprint points are fine. Oh, because my blueprint points are fine because they've been going up. This thing ups their layer. This thing has, right. Okay, so this thing has been producing at half speed the whole time. That's fine. All right. But it is producing the right layer. That is the right layer. That is the right layer. Which gives me the correct shape here. Let me just double check. This is the correct shape. It is green and then blue and then green. And then when it comes out, it is being like the one that is coming out correctly. I believe that is that final shape. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that'll speed that up significantly. Hopefully 25k should be, oh yeah, it's going now. That's going, hopefully that is correct. Let me just double check before we sign off the episode and end up making a fool of ourselves at the start of the next episode. So over here, that looks definitely like the correct final shape. Yep. I think so. Yep, that looks correct to me. These are all going, everything's going now. Excellent, and we've got 25 research points, 169k blueprint points. I just got to let all this run for a bit, so I think this is a good time to call it the end of the episode. We will come back at the start of the next episode. I'll let this game run for like maybe an hour to get these going pretty heavily, or I'll let it run to whenever there's something to do, and then I'll kick off the next episode there, because I don't think we're going to get milestone 6 done anytime soon anyway. But that's fine. Before we go, let's check out how urgent it is to finish milestone 6, because the next stage is painting, but these all look like primary colors to me. So they look fine. We've got plenty of tasks to do before we ever need a painted color. Here, 22. This is the first one that needs a painted color. Excellent. So we've got plenty of time. Well, I say we have plenty of time, but you watch that we need like 500k of this milestone 6 shape, and it's going to take ages, and we're going to run out of things to make before we get color mixing. We need 250k of this shape, but it should be fine. We'll let that run and we will check back in on it in a bit, and we'll kick off the next episode. If you don't want to miss out on future episodes, don't forget to like and subscribe. It'll greatly help my channel. I will otherwise just sign off this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the episode, and I will see you in the next one.